here in Kansas, and I am so excited to bring you a very fun, cozy, colorful, cottagey haul. I had so much fun shopping for these things. So before I get into the haul, let me tell you how things work just in case you're new. First of all, I am Bree. I'm the owner and artist here at Upcycled by Bree. If you're new, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Everything you see here in front of me is already listed up on my site, upcycledbybree.com. I've dropped it in the live chat and also down in the description box, the link to the collection. So if you see something you love and you have to have it, hurry, run over now, go ahead, get it in your cart and check out. Make sure you complete your purchase. Just putting it in your cart does not guarantee that it's going to be yours. Somebody else could come along and buy it. If you place multiple orders within 24 hours, I will combine those orders and refund extra shipping back to you. But things go fast. So if you want something, run over, get checked out, and then come back and hang out with us. Okay, those are the rules. Who all is on with me? D is on. Oop, first order rolling in. Thank y'all. Sally, Brenda is here. Good morning. Sue's here. Tracy's here. Hello, my friends. So I want opinions. Let me know you're not going to hurt my feelings. Is this cottagey look your jam or not? I did a lot of this last spring and summer. It went over really well, but it's not exactly my normal style, so I want to know. This beautiful bright red and orangey ombre bundt pan was $4 at Major Thrift, and I list my bundt pans for $10.95. I went to Major Thrift on Saturday and Sunday last week. On Saturday, I saw a few things I liked, but I didn't want to pay full price. Went back on Sunday and got them at 20% off. So if you're local, Sundays at Major Thrift, 20% off. These nesting baskets were one of those things. They're just absolutely gorgeous. You could turn them into wall baskets. Oh, they were handmade in Korea. I didn't see that before. Or you could use them for trinket baskets as well. I paid $4 after the discount and they were up at $14.95. Okay, Tracy loves Cottage. Amazing. Oh, big order just came in. We're shopping. I love Cottage too. Now, I don't necessarily decorate with a lot of orange, but it is like my second favorite color. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, speaking of Cottage, this was like the number one thing. I kept asking everybody, what's your favorite thing? And this got so much attention. I found this at Major Thrift as well. It was 20% off. I paid $6 for it. And I was thinking it was handmade, but I ended up finding a vintage Sears tag on it. It's a bedspread. It's very, very thin, but it does have this trim around it. 3 sides, and then the top here where your face goes doesn't have the trim. So a bedspread, but very, very thin. And I think I'd like that in the summer. Isn't that gorgeous? So Simply Blessed Crafts asked, what is the difference between cottage and farmhouse? So to me, cottage core is a lot more, think like woodsy, kind of almost like fairy tale. I think of like mushrooms and vintage colors like mustard and avocado green and orange really comes to mind when I think cottage core. It can mean a million different things. Farmhouse to me is more like primitive, rustic, my wood, metal, glass kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that work together with cottage and farmhouse, in my opinion. So incorporating just even little pops of these things into your farmhouse decor would be really easy. Brenda's fridge was avocado green. I love that. Okay, finally found a chenille blanket out in the wild. My friend Renee from Faux Eyes Only finds these all the time, and I'm so jealous. This one was in really good condition. There is one string right here that is long. The rest of them are good. I noted that in the description. I'm not going to mess with it. I'll let y'all fix that. The sizes of these blankets, the measurements are also in the description. I paid $8 on this one, and I have it up at $59.95. Oh, sweet. Debbie grabbed the nesting baskets. She loves them. I don't buy a ton of linens, but they've been selling really well. So now I've been hunting. And honestly, I used to find a lot of curtains, and I'm not anymore. Okay, these aren't necessarily a super cottagey find. but they are cookie cutters, which are always popular. There are 23 cookie cutters in here. I have it up at just $19.95, which is less than $1 a cookie cutter. I paid $2 for the bag. So there are the shapes that are kind of like softer around the edge, but they've all got the little handles. Some of them are a little like crinkly around the edge. So just think how beautiful these would look like in a glass jar with all the different textures. And then there are also a few that are like cutouts, but I do have a picture of all of them in the listing. Oh, Tracy's gonna work on with some transfers today. I love that. I finished filming a thrift flip video. It is about halfway edited. It will be up tomorrow night. So I got my craft on this week. I got my shop on. Oh my goodness. Y'all, on Thursday, me and Alyssa went and we hit 8 places in Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, in 8 hours. Morning, Dee Dee. Crazy. I just went live on Facebook before this live and showed everything like super fast. So if you want to see it, you can go over to my Facebook page after this live. And then all of that stuff will be on next Saturday's haul. It was so much fun. Okay, grabbed this cutting board at Major Thrift. I paid $3 for it. It's got a crack right here. And I was thinking I was going to repair it, but this one is food safe. And like, it is still so sturdy. Like, it doesn't even like bend or budge. So I'm just going to sell it as is for only $14.95 since it's got a little damage. Still totally usable, but this one would be great to add to your collection with that very unique shape. Y'all know I love my decor boards and my charcuterie boards. This fish caught my eye, totally different than what I would normally buy, but it stuck out. I ran my fingers all along the edges to make sure there was no chips or cracks in it. It's in great condition. When I flipped it over, I did notice it's marked Japan on the back. It is vintage. Looked it up, and this little crazy fish plate goes for about $80 to $100 on eBay. Wild, right? I bought mine for only $3.20 at Major Thrift, and I have it up at $54.95. It's going to be a little tricky to ship, but how pretty would this be this summer with like a grilled salmon fillet on it, you know? Just the presentation. Serving fish on a fish plate. I just love that. I'm going to stick it in the kitchen so I don't break it. Oh, Brenda asked if the Crocs are in this haul. So I bought a 15 and a 10-gallon Croc. Those are for me. I'm not actually going to ship those. I'm sorry. I said on my little short form video that I purchased them for myself, but a lot of people didn't realize that. I'm not going to be able to ship those. I'm going to keep them for myself for now. I've been looking for a 10-gallon Crock for years. If you remind me after I'm done showing this stuff, I will show y'all up close. Sorry to disappoint you, but no, I got to keep those. Okay, nesting boxes. There's only 2. There's nothing in that one. My bad. These are primitive. More than Cottage, but I couldn't pass them up. I just sold a whole load of primitives. Oh, okay. Hold on, Brenda. I got you. I got a whole load of primitives at a garage sale. Oh, it's been a few weeks back and they sold like crazy. So I went ahead and picked these up. I loved the dark florals on them. They were $4 for the nesting boxes. So paid up a little bit on them, but I really loved them. I've been eyeing them for a couple weeks, honestly. And I have them up at $9.95. Okay, Brenda asked the price. I asked you guys to guess the price on these Crocs that I got. And honestly, I started to feel like, oh my gosh, did I crazy overpay? Because people were guessing like $65. I think Teresa said $4.25, like $4.25. I wonder if she meant $425. I don't know. And people were saying like, oh, 100. I paid $176 or $178. I can't quite remember. One of the two. Crocs are usually about $10 a gallon. I got 250 gallons. So I did pretty good, I think. I did pretty good. Now I get 20% off at Charlie's. He was running a 25% off sale this weekend, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to get out there when he opened because I'm here right now. He just opened at 10. And I knew somebody was going to buy them. So I went out there yesterday after I picked up paint and they were still there. I just used my 20% off. I didn't worry about that little extra 5%, and I pulled the trigger and got them. But yes, they're huge. I've been wanting them for years. I'm gonna have to get rid of a couple things. I'm looking around like, where am I gonna put them? So I'll have some personal stuff up for sale this weekend. Okay, back to the haul. Little nesting copper pans. These are adorable. Didn't pull the trigger on them Saturday, but I went back on Sunday for them. I paid $6.40 after my discount, and I have them up at only $29.95. It's a great price on these nesting copper pans. You could hang these on the wall separately and make a really cute little vignette. Hang them from some hooks in the kitchen. Lots of options, and I love that little mini size. You all know I love anything tiny. Dee Dee's going broke, but I love it. So Dee Dee, here's the trick. Dee Dee loves to shop with me, y'all. Dee Dee, please don't go broke, but please don't stop shopping. Here's the trick. After you've used some of the stuff you've bought from me for a while, and you know, maybe you're ready to just pass it on, make a listing on like Facebook Marketplace, or do like a little pop-up yard sale or something, and get rid of some of the old stuff, and then you can buy new stuff. I found this little bird for 99 cents at Major Thrift, and I already painted him before my live. Aren't you proud of me? He is gypsy green with some clear wax. So pretty. I think he's like $4.95 or something. Little set of mini spoons. There's a couple wood ones and some metal ones. Add to a tiny little crock or something in your kitchen. $3.95 for those. And I don't know, I think I paid like 10 cents or something a piece. They're super cheap there. Oh, Jessica pulled the trigger and bought the spice rack. I don't know why I keep saying pulled the trigger. Let me stop. Jessica bought the spice rack. Let me show y'all. Okay, so Alyssa actually passed on this at the Giving Tree. That's the other place I went this week. And I sent her a picture. I had to go get boxes. I was like, look what you made me do. You made me shop. But I came around the corner and saw this, and I fell in love. Now, it's got the little eagle and the stars on the top. Not my favorite thing, but they just have a tiny nail. So Jessica, if you don't like those, you can just take your little fingernail and pop those off, no problem. But I'm gonna leave them in case you do like them. Look at these jars. Oh my gosh, 15 jars. The labels are in great shape. I paid $7 for the spice rack, and it sold for $59.95. Thank you, Jessica. It's gonna be a little tricky to ship, but it'll be okay. I picked up this cute little rosemary glass container for, I think it was 70 cents at Major Thrift, and I'm keeping this. It's really thin glass, so it'd be tricky to ship, and it's so cute. Kind of goes with my vibe, so I'm keeping that little guy. Only thing I'm keeping from this haul. This actually was a freebie from the Junk Fairy. It was left on my porch, but I thought it totally went with this vibe. I was gonna paint it and do something with it, and I was like, you know what, let me see if this brings back some memories for somebody. It's so cute, like tacky, it's cute. But little air dry clay, and that, if you don't like the etching, and a paint job, this could totally look like wood. Little floral in there, and it's got the hanging hooks on the back. This could be a very, very cute little wall display. And it's cute the way it is. The bow isn't really my favorite thing, but I paid, oh yeah, it was free, and it's up at $10.95. Let me turn off my heater, sorry. It was chilly in here earlier. That'll kick back off in a second. Really pretty spoon rest. Picked this up for $2, and it's up at $8.95. Susie from Omaha is here. Hello. This teapot, I haven't been picking up as many copper teapots. This is more of kind of the rose gold copper color too, but it's got the black accent, which is really popular right now. It was only $2, and I listed it at $12.95. Very reasonable. It's got some good patina on it too. This would look really good with some flowers in it. And when things have lids, but I want to put floral in them, I usually stick the lid next to it, and like then I'll put like a little succulent, some Spanish moss, and stick a little succulent and keep it part of the vignette, and it just adds a little extra touch. So Little pro staging tip for you. The little tag is still in here. That's cute. It's aluminum, it says. Okay, so it's an aluminum teapot. It just has that copper coloring. It's kind of like a rose gold almost. Whoops. Candle reflector, love these. They sell really well for me. The ones I find are usually like a little bit taller and made of copper, but this one's brass. It's got the cute little thumb holder, and then of course you put a candle here, and the brass shield deflects the light, reflects the light away from you. It's like an old-timey flashlight, basically. I paid $2 on that. I sell them for $12.95. Another spoon set. Y'all know every time I buy a wood spoon or I see one, a good one, I buy them. And then I like to lot them together and make these little curated collections for you. That way you don't even have to do any of the thinking. This one is set G, curated spoon set G. I paid less than $1 a piece for the spoons, and I have it up at $12.95. These little spoons here are like 8 inches, and then the big one goes clear up to 15 inches. So it's like a great instant collection for a crock. You've got all your different sizes, and I like to do different wood tones and stuff. They also look cute in baskets. This I called a wine basket. I think a wine bottle would fit perfectly in there. Also though, paint brushes, wooden spoons, floral. Y'all know I love baskets. I might do a basket sale soon. I have so many. I paid $1.20. That's why I couldn't pass it up, and it's up at $12.95. It's really good and sturdy. It totally would be great for brushes. So before this live, also, I had a gentleman come over to get some measurements in my garage to build me some amazing wooden storage shelves for all of my inventory. And you know what that means? I can buy even more junk to store for my website, which would be awesome. Things are getting a little crowded out there, but that'll also free up some room to sell some, or to paint some furniture and stuff. But I will be having a sale soon, another sale soon, because I need to clear out some inventory. That way I don't have to move so much when he builds. And that's going to be next week, so keep an eye out for an email. All right, another basket, beautiful cottage basket. This had hideous floral in it. Like, I didn't even save it, it was so bad. But when I took the floral out, look at that beautiful V-cut. This one is very unique. It's a great weathered wicker. You can tell it was probably on somebody's front door for a little bit, but it's not gross, just perfectly faded. I paid $4 for it, so paid up a little bit, but these sell great for me. I listed it at $14.95. We have 61 people on this morning. Thank y'all for hopping on. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button for me, and if you haven't commented yet, even just drop me a heart or a hello. All of that will help YouTube push this out into the YouTube world for me. Couple of nests. This one was like 75 cents, Easter discount at Giving Tree, and this one came off of this floral arrangement. But I decorated them up the same, gonna sell them as a set. I think nests work all year round. I love birds, and I know I have a lot of bird lovers. Pop a little summer colored floral into these, and I think they're perfect. I paid around $2 for everything, including all of my little floral scraps, and they're up at $12.95. And I really, really love floral projects. When spring and summer comes, I just want to make everything floral. Like these little mini vases were new in the package. I paid a couple bucks for the vases and just stuck that cute little sprig in. Alyssa is on. Hey girl, if you have time later, she might come over and do some floral stuff with me for her booth. I have way too much floral. It's a problem. $11.95 for the set of 3 minis. One of my favorite finds, these came from Giving Tree this week, and I love how I was able to find such a cohesive cottagey feel across 2 thrift stores. Like, I didn't even necessarily do it on purpose, but then once I started looking at all of it, I was like, ooh, this really just all works. I thought it was going to be a mess. So these 3 candlesticks, I paid $7 on the set, and they are up at $26.95. They are old They are seasoned. They've got the wax and the patina. I'm not going to clean this set up. I'm just going to leave them as is because I like all of that good age, we'll say. Set of 3, $26.95. I've been finding a lot of good candlesticks lately. Couple of singles here. I paid $2 up at $9.95. Ooh, and this one has a crack in it too, which I love. Add a little interest and texture. And then if you wanted to take a little piece of metal and put a fun little repair on that, it would be so cute. $1 on this one, and it's up at $8.95. Look at these little cuties. Highmark, Taiwan. Very unique little shape on these guys. They were a set. I paid $4 for the set of these, and then I threw in a random free one from the Junk Fairy and made a set of 3, and they're up at $14.95. And mixing these brass and wood candlesticks together, I highly recommend. Make your own personalized collection. This basket. This was, I'm going to go back and check on Sunday if it's still there. $4.80 is what I paid for this beautiful basket. Handmade in perfect condition. It's got the little clasp string that hooks over the button. You could carry this even as a purse. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Anyways, it stole my heart, obviously, and it was still there, so I got it, and it is up at $13.95. Hey, Stacy, how are you? I love that. A little different piece of pottery for me here. The colors, again, just caught my eye. I couldn't pass it up. Paid $3 for it, and it's up at $11.95. Once I got the baskets, I was like, this totally goes. And that's when the whole cottage theme kind of started flowing. I found this vintage cloche dome for just $1 at Giving Tree. Love finding these. And from my free clean out from the estate sale, all that wood, guess what? There was a perfect base for it. And the base is vintage, a solid walnut, $16.95 on the mini cloche. If you're a reseller, you have a booth, these always sell really well for me. They're a little tricky to ship, so I'll let you choose if you want to ship them as a reseller. But they sell like crazy, so I always pick those up. Thank you, thank you. Little tiny baby mini bowls. These came from a Miss Junk Fairy. They were left on my porch for me. They're $2.95 each. These would be perfect. I mean, first of all, floral, a cute little succulent with some like gravel in them, but also by the sink. You set your rings in them when you wash in your hands, stuff like that. Little pocket change. So cute. And wooden bowls have been selling like crazy too. If I buy them like the salad sets, right, and try to sell them as a set, nobody's interested. If I split them up and sell them as trinket bowls for a reasonable price, they go really quick. Just another little tip. And you know, my selling tips might not necessarily work for you, but I like to share. These were really hard to part with. I have kind of gotten rid of the green in my kitchen. Because of the light gray cabinets in there, it doesn't work perfectly. So I'm going more just like neutral wood and black decor in my kitchen and keeping the green out here. But I really wanted to keep these little stoneware mugs. They're made in Japan, stoneware Japan, like the perfect green color. And I've never shopped for mugs really before. I noticed at Major Thrift, though, they had all of their mugs upside down. I thought that was kind of strange, whatever. So I start kind of like looking. And then I noticed this is probably why, so you can see the maker. And anytime I see stoneware, of course I want to buy it. So I had to. I paid around $1 for the mug. I probably like 70 cents. I can't remember which day I got it. Those two are $13.95 on the set. I got this beautiful grandma mug. This is like a cottage core granny chic, right? Beautiful grandma mug. Made in Japan, so it's old as well. About the same price on this one, and it is $9.95. Oh, that gorgeous, gorgeous, like maroon pink. So I'm gonna have a mug problem now. FYI, the mugs are coming. Oh, drop me a comment. Let me know, what kind of mugs should I look for? Is there anything y'all want or that you collect yourself? I mean, obviously stoneware, but what else should I be looking for when I'm shopping for mugs? I've heard the Starbucks mugs resell really well, but I don't know. Should I look? This adorable little cream and sugar, again, a perfect green color. I'm thinking spring into summer, and also green just works all year round. These are modern, nothing old. They've got modern directions on the bottom. So just $9.95 on this set. And I paid around $2 for them. This set came from Giving Tree. Beautiful as well. It is Style House stoneware from Bermuda. And that brown color, total 70s cottagey vibes. The shape of that handle, they're in great shape. No chips or cracks on these guys. I ran my fingers along the edges too. And then the sugar dish, love the colors. And the colors together, oh, I love it. This beautiful copper bowl was only $2, $2.60 at Major Thrift. Gorgeous trinket bowl. You know, I love my copper. It is up at $9.95. And then this basket, I paid up for this basket a little bit. I paid $6 for it. I thought it was, I read the sticker wrong, and then I got up to the register. Yeah, it's $5.99. I thought it said $3.99. I got up to the register at the Giving Tree. I went ahead and got it anyway. If it doesn't sell, I'll use it for a personal little wastebasket. But these would make really cute planter baskets too. Just even a terracotta pot inside with a plant. This adds so much texture and like visual interest to your house plants. I've got a ton of planter baskets up on my site. So if you want to start a collection, I got you. Basket sale next week though, if you want to wait. We'll do probably like 25% off baskets. I'll send out an email. This is a Hosley planter. Not a name I'm super familiar with. I did Google search it and found some things. They're older. It's got a pretty stamp on the bottom and somebody wrote some numbers on it. I paid $4 for it. It's up at $19.95. It's really heavy. It'd be a little tricky to ship, but I couldn't pass up the design on it. It's just gorgeous. And I'm totally in planting mode. I've got some flowers and my seedlings ready. This weekend it's happening. It's gonna freeze tonight here, I think. And then hopefully we'll be in the clear. Who knows though, it's Kansas. I just sold a set of these last week, the copper or brass pitcher and pail. And then I found more this week and added a third piece. So this is a little mini set of 3, again, adorable with plants. $9.95 on the set, and I paid $3. I paid $1 a piece for the minis, but they're mini. I have noticed prices have been going up at the Giving Tree. So if you're local in Topeka, have you noticed that? Let's make sure, I hope they stay down. It's one of my favorite places to shop. I sold one of these a couple weeks ago. It is a vintage gasoline funnel spout, and it's sold. So I picked this one up for $1, and it is $8.95 on my site. That brought back some memories for a lot of people. And then a while ago, I did a short form video, like what in the heck is this thing, this wood thing? And it's an oven puller, like the rack puller. That way you don't have to pull out the hot rack with your hand, or your heating pad, of course. Your hot pad, whatever it's called. But this one has got an adorable little design hand painted on it. That blue color is so stinking cute. $6.95, I paid about $1. And then a couple more things here. I've got a quail planter. This one was pretty popular as well. Paid $2 for this guy, and he is up at $14.95. I'm not gonna paint him. I love his coloring just the way it is. Monkeys. I don't usually buy monkeys, but these were at the Giving Tree just staring at me. They were right next to that cloche, or they might have even been under the cloche. I can't remember. They were $1 each, and I did list them separately since they're exactly the same for $3.95 each. Okay, so last thing in the haul this week is this really ugly floral arrangement. It is up to be painted, read description. I was going to try to paint it live this morning, but I have got to get to the post office before they close. And if I get this started, it's going to be too much. So I'm thinking on this one, maybe I'll hop on live later and try. I mean, I can't make any promises. I've been so busy. I've got to get caught up this weekend. But I'm thinking on this one, I'm going to go Prairie Gray, which is going to be like a kind of a crockery, pretty neutral baskety color. And then we'll put some of this Cottage floral in it. So at least you'll get a little sneak peek of what it's going to turn into. Maybe if Alyssa comes over later, we'll go live and do it together. We'll see. We'll see. But thank y'all for hanging out with me this week. I've got a lot of really fun stuff coming up. So I'm going to make a video, ton of videos. I've got a porch makeover video and a laundry room makeover video coming up. They're already in the process. Tomorrow will be my thrift flip video. It'll be up on this channel. Ladybug, I'll tell you why I do that here in just a second. And then, like I said, Thursday, I went shopping. We hit 8 stores. So next week's thrift haul is going to be probably the largest one I've ever done. It's going to be gigantic. If you're coming over next week, I'll make up for the short live this weekend. Plan to hang out for probably an hour and a half or so. So many fun things coming up. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Ladybug did just say, if it were me, I probably wouldn't tell the prices. And that's totally, people ask that question all the time. Why do you do that? So I've got a lot of other friends and viewers here that are also resellers. And we share tips and tricks and kind of where the market is, where we're at currently. I know it seems like a weird concept, but it works for us and people are just generally curious. Some people shop with me and some people just want to get on and see what I paid and what I'm selling things for. So definitely a weird concept for some, but that's just how we do it around here. All right, y'all, have an amazing rest of your weekend. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to see a sneak peek of my Thursday haul, all the amazing things I got from the 8 places, hop over to Facebook when you're done here and check that out. And I will have some great content up for you tomorrow evening. Bye, friends.